New and historic chapter began for Ghana and the United Kingdom. On January 28th, Her Excellency Mrs. Sabazita Benson, Ghana's first female High Commissioner to the UK in
Ghana and across the continent. New York City and Africa share a deep bond. I'm a proud New Yorker, I'm a proud American, and I'm a proud African. New York is home to a large diaspora of communities from across Africa who contribute to our city both culturally and economically. When I visited
Guys, Ghana is currently trending in the UK, in the United States of America for doing this. I'm going to be sharing a couple of videos with you all to watch. Please, as you're watching, do what to like, share, and subscribe.
Dr. 3 at 3, a group of Memphians setting their sights on the West African country of Ghana. AWE Ventures is making plans for an Easter weekend in Ghana featuring a symposium to bring together Black leaders and Africans to collaborate on advancing business opportunities. Here to tell us more about the upcoming symposium is Danielle Inez and Brian Carson with AWE Ventures. And we also have royalty here as well.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself.
Yes, please do.
Hello and good afternoon, Alex. So great to join you and this remarkable team here. I'm Her Royal Highness, Lady Joanna J. Coleman.
So how were we so lucky to have you to come to Memphis, Tennessee? And does this also show the importance of this collaboration?
Thank you. So shockingly enough, I'm actually a native Memphian. I was born and reared here, and then later on throughout my diplomatic career was adopted by His Royal Majesty Otunfo Setute II, the Asante Hene, or the King of the Asante Empire.
Well, this is really a big deal.
It is very cool.
What does this mean? Kind of set the stage, what the origins of how all of this, how this came together and its importance.
Yes, so the amazing thing is that we've been working on this trip for a little over a year now. International relations is a little bit different from business development here locally, and when you factor in some of the cultural connection, it just takes a lot more time. And so I made my first visit to Ghana in January of 2025.
And what was that like for you? What was the experience like?
I fell in love. I tell people that the top 100 people, kindest people that I've ever met, I don't know their names, but I know they're from Ghana.
That says a lot right there.
I'm 100% sure. And then along the way, I met Lady Jill, and she just has really welcomed me. I'm a Southern girl, like all of the way. And when I talk about the cultural connection, especially when you're trying to grow businesses internationally, you're going to need somebody who understands, and is, for lack of better words, culturally competent. The way that we handle business here in the United States, the way that we even just, express respect and care and kindness and joy, it's completely different, and you want to get those types of things right. And she and her firm have been extremely helpful to me, and I've been extremely appreciative.
That says so much. Brian, I want to bring you into this conversation as well. We're also talking about the symposium itself.
Absolutely.
It is not just for adults, but young adults and also teens as well. I mean, why expand so much like this? What do you see?
Well, when Daddy came to me and she mentioned the symposium, I was excited because we've done business here in this community, and she's talking about doing it internationally on a global scale. And so she's doing it all across the lifespan with the youth, the teens, adults. And so my wife and I were elated. We're going to go over there. My wife is going to do some segments on mental health. So I'm just happy to be a part of this project.
What does this also say about the Memphis connection also in all of this?
So I think that's the most amazing part. You asked me about my first visit there, and I mean, I might have been there for a couple of hours before I realized, wow, our people need to be here. We need to know each other. We need to be collaborating with each other. And so much of the things that bring us joy are the same. You'll find people dancing in the streets to music, dancing. They have a beautiful beach. So dancing along the beach, hanging out, their families. And the amazing thing is everybody looked like me. So it was really cool to see families in that way. And so to be able to go there during Easter, during a time when, people in Memphis were so connected to our faith. And, many of us have celebrated Easter the exact same way, for generations. This is an opportunity to celebrate Easter in a very different way.
And I also understand some Memphians, whether from musicians to comedians, will be spotlighted as well. Can you give us a little hint?
Oh my goodness. What did she say at the end of the day? I'm not giving a hint.
You're teasing us there. You're teasing us.
You're joining us. Yeah, we're working with us.
I think I'm going to have to.
We're working through the details, but it's looking very exciting. People should be very proud of Memphis and what we're going to do in Ghana.
With good reason. Lady, the last thing, what do you want to say to Memphians and Mid-Southerners watching today who may not have heard about this, but are saying, wait a minute, this sounds pretty cool, very interesting. What do you want to say to them?
I want to say this is your opportunity to reconnect with the homeland, to develop some relationships. You get to see your aunties, your uncles, your cousins that you've not had a chance to meet, and you get to go put your foot on the soil where you're your ancestors have come from. And if it's not your ancestry, then you're still a friend to what we're trying to do for the diaspora. And Memphis has so many linkages. In the Civil Rights Museum, when you go to part of the exhibit, it links you to the Cape Coast, to where this journey started, where so many African Americans end up coming to this country.
Is it too late for me to sign up?
No.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
No, we're right on time.
We appreciate you all being here
Thank
today.
you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Guys, there is a new update concerning the Russian guy. You guys know that the Russian guy did not only visit Ghana, he visited other African countries like Kenya. So recently there's an update that I'll be sharing with you. The Kenyan lady, one of the Kenyan lady the Russian guy had something with, finally went to conduct a test, and the result is gonna shock you. Let's listen to this person, then we hear what really happened to the Kenyan lady.
A Kenyan woman who was sexually involved with the Russian guy has been found dead at her apartment in Roysambu. This woman was popularly known as Rosa. The story goes that she had gone to test herself whether she's positive or not. Apparently, she found herself positive, and we don't know whether this was a case of suicide as a result of finding herself positive, but we are yet to know about it. So stay tuned on that story. It's quite a developing side.
I love my country, Suriname, but we only have 600,000 people, meaning maybe the whole of Medina. That's the population of Suriname. So Ghana has 35 million. 600,000 versus 35 million. Ghana is a whole economy in itself. High rises are there. So much development. I even just looked it up. Ghana is the second biggest economy in Africa. Suriname is literally the smallest country in South America. It is like a village. That's why I want my Surinamese people to go to Ghana, because there are so many people in Ghana. It's overwhelming. I mean, Ghana is there are twice as much people in Ghana as in the Netherlands. It's so the opposite of Suriname in the sense of development. Suriname is really like a village. Suriname is really Ghana's young brother. If Ghana would be 35, Suriname is 8. I mean, Suriname is literally created a couple hundred years ago, by mixing people together from Africa, from India, from Indonesia, from China. It's such a mix from Native America. So it's incomparable. The only thing is the feeling of the tropical weather and just the vibe. That is really simple.
Diplomacy met community. The event brought together a distinguished gathering of fellow diplomats, UK government officials, and cherished leaders from the Ghanaian diaspora.
Presentation of credential this morning.
Guys, a lot of people are fending themselves, making sure that they're making their country proud in one way or the other. Please, I want to advise my ladies here, it is better as a lady you have something doing, so you don't be dependent on a particular person. Not when the person didn't give you, you start engaging in social work or doing that sort of thing. See what is trending in Ghana right now? Those girls are not representing Ghana. Even though they are Ghanaians, but they do not represent the kind of attitude Ghanaians portray. They do not. So when you see them doing all those things, this same thing applies. Now, although the world is beginning to see Ghanaian ladies as being cheap. Meanwhile, this particular video I just shared here, she is a commissioner and she is representing Ghana globally in the UK. She's a high commissioner in the UK. She's representing Ghana. Is she not also a lady? Did she sell akpekus to get money? Did she go and meet a white man? Did she follow a white man home for her to be able to get money? And the one thing that is annoying me the most on these trending videos of the Ghana girls that are, with the Obroni man, is that they did not even collect a dime. They did not even collect a dime. Like, it's so embarrassing. I will keep on saying that these people do not represent the motherland Ghana. Ghana, as we know, has been making sure, showcasing Africa to the world, just like this woman I just shared a video here. She's a true replica of a Ghanaian woman. There are a lot of Ghanaian women that have been doing a lot of good things in Africa. This is the same thing I will keep saying to all to all Nigerians. Some people will see some Nigerians in Ghana, they'll start calling them Olosho. Those people do not represent Nigerians. They do not represent all Nigerian girls. So people should stop generalizing it by saying all Nigerian girls are Olosho. Same thing that is happening currently right now. A lot of people are generalizing and calling all Ghana girls cheap. Meanwhile, there are a lot of Ghanaian women doing marvelous things outside Ghana. Outside Ghana.